Okay, I'm back. On YouTube and on Twitch, I think. For sure on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Schwartz. Even through all and Heath Pop, even through all this crazy drama. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, guys. Xfinity decided to take a shit on me. But we're back. And we'll make the best of this. Stream VODs. I'm just cleaning all this up. Is that another follow? Thank you, Splice. No altered content. Yeah, sorry guys. My ISP. It should be okay, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, if we disconnect again, I'm done for the night. All right. I really appreciate anybody coming back. Jumping back in here. If you can, try to like this VOD and or this stream, if you can, to maybe get us started again. Super irritating, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Like I said though, if it does crap out again on me tonight, that's it. So don't wait around. That'll be it. But thank you. Hopefully we'll be good. I don't know what's going on. But we're live now, so well, thank you, Andy. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. All right, did YouTube did Discord re-notify? It did. So my Discord re-notified. If you're on my Discord, well, if you heard this, then you're already here. If you can hear me, you're already here anyway. So okay. Let's see if we can't continue. Talk about throwing my game off. Man, we had 110 viewers and now we're down to 10 on YouTube. Twitch, you guys really hung out. No, I did not forget to pay my internet bill. That's my wife's job anyway, and she never forgets. And that's why it's her job. The basic split of responsibilities in the construction household is my job is to make the money, her job is to keep the money. we're not gonna do that one. Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's turn the corner here. Yeah, so like I said, if we crash again, it's my ISP. It was my ISP that caused it, and I don't know what's going on. So if I lose you guys again, that'll be it for tonight for sure, and we'll just finish this tomorrow night. But I would really like to finish this, you guys. You know, we want to see a factory turn on. I mean, we're like shockingly close too. Oh, I am gonna have to. Oh no, I don't. This is zoop up. Oh yeah, baby. That's one off. There we go. Yeah, it's super frustrating. But we can only do what we can do. What copper node do I have scoped out? Yeah, we have to so once we finish the hookups and these catwalks, I was gonna do, this one's a normal. This guy, he's gonna have to go up, but he's very close. I'm gonna do water from this little pond and the copper from down here, and we're gonna have to play some shenanigans with some lifts, but we'll get them up here. All we have to do is finish this cosmetic project that I started, my ill-advised cosmetic project, and then we can, oh, I didn't do those. Okay. You know, and then we'll be able to, we got to run the copper and then run the water. That's it. We're like grossly almost done with this. That's why I was like really hating the disconnect, my ISP dropout. But we're back. And we're back. And I mean, this does go fast, and I'm gonna use the these walls for power. Moving. Power circulation. And oh man, did I miss this hover pack? Oopsie. All right, so that's gonna be a different color. A raid, Gruff Sparrow, a raid of 35. Man, thank you. I welcome Gruff Sparrow's raid. Let me do a shout out for you, man. If I can remember how. There we go. So I'm just getting over a very traumatizing experience. My ISP went out and I had to restart my stream of 5.5 hours, and right when we were about to finish a freaking factory. So we have a couple hours left in the stream, maybe not a couple. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure, but we're definitely finishing this factory off tonight. As long as my ISP doesn't shit on me again. So hopefully we're good. This is an aluminum factory, and I'm kind of just putting the finishing touches on the catwalk system. We're going with green lighting to kind of juxtapose against the pink all over the place. Hey Heath, welcome back. And you know, I had like 120 viewers on YouTube and like 80 or something on Twitch, and Twitch hung out. You guys hung out, man. I appreciate it. Well, the difference is because Twitch kind of is the same. It's almost like the same stream, but YouTube was a completely different stream. So that's why I had to start over from literally ground zero for YouTube, which is frustrating. But that's okay. You know, it's all gravy, and I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Why would I not be fine? I'm fine. I guess we could do it underneath too. Oh, it's doing that thing. I don't understand. It does that sometimes. It's saying it can't build it, but then I do the same thing again, and then it will let me build it. So yeah, we've already got the green lights in. All I'm doing is, and this is a, oh, I hit the wrong button. This is a aluminum factory. It's not a very big one, although it does make a lot of aluminum for how big it is. And I'm just trying to make enough, you know, just get us an aluminum factory that will supply our needs for the foreseeable future. Let's go ahead and no, not quite. And I'll go over let me finish these little walls that I'm building on this catwalk, and then what I'll do is I'll go over the aluminum factory plan. I have it all done on satisfactorytools.com, and I'll show you guys what we are working on. And then I'll walk through it for anybody that is new. Oh, those are the wrong color because I built them after. I changed the color scheme over for the silver walls. Right, and then and I'm just putting these walls in so we have a little bit of coverage for the lights. Did we get all those in? No, we did not. Go around the tree. And yeah, the stream died, kind of. My ISP went out. But then it came back. So, yeah. I don't like that. So we're back. Yeah, I know, I threw your viewing off. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up the good work. I threw off the Emperor's groove. I tell you what, freaking Xfinity threw off my groove. So yeah, like I said, if the stream does end abruptly again, I'm not gonna stay around again. We'll end it. It'll be done for the evening, but hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, so we got those walls in. We went around the horn. And let's continue down this set. Then we'll go over it like this. Lots of nudges, baby. Now we're getting gassed up, but that's okay because we're prepared. But yeah, anybody that came over the raid, welcome. If anybody has any questions, let me know. And Gruff, Gruff Sparrow, I really appreciate it, man. Raids are always fun, and when, by the way, when we do leave for the evening, which you know will be after we finish this factory, I always raid, always on Twitch. It's I've been raided so much, and there's really I really don't see a reason not to, you know. But not yet. Have you tried place end caps? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I might have, but the worst plague of corporate trash, providing internet service, guilty of everything imaginable from data throttling, site blocking, pocket snooping, selling your personal data. Yeah, Xfinity is not the best, but unfortunately they're the only service provider I have in my area. So I agree, dude. I don't know why we don't have a half wall. Ref Sparrow's entering rest mode. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, an end cap. Yeah, what piece are you thinking? I'm willing to try some stuff. I haven't tried recently, right? I came up with this little design in my first playthrough, and it's so good. I enjoy it so much that I am continuing it in this playthrough. And it works really good on blueprints too. Can't cover the ends because the walls are too long. Yes. Yeah, but I was wondering if you had an idea on an alternate piece. Like, you know, I mean, I suppose somebody could use no, it's too thick. I was thinking maybe one of those cement posts, right? Because they're shorter. But it would stick out because it's too thick. We get the end, we get the ass end. I think that's it. Okay, cool. All right, so what I want to do is just show you guys the plan real quick. Anybody who's jumped in here, yeah, a beam. Yeah, you could probably do a beam. You know, the silver beam in our case, you could do a beam for sure. All right, so this is the factory. This is the factory plan. 480 bauxite per minute. And basically what I designed this to do is 480 bauxite per minute. The amount, the 240 alkali aluminum sheets per minute, that's the maximum amount that will upload into a dimensional depot. Okay, and so I figured it would just cap it out there. And then the rest of the bauxite we have available from our Mark IV belts, 480 per minute, we're throwing in the aluminum casing. All right, and so, and then our overflows are going to be very active here. And in fact, I was actually thinking, I wonder if we can do this without causing too much of a pain in the butt. Yeah, so I was thinking we double this up actually. So let's do this, and so that we have double the storage. Probably almost definitely unnecessary. It's not too clippy, it's close, but I wonder if there's a way that we could. No, I think so. I could do, ooh, maybe if I did this. Oh, dirty. Did you guys see that? That was beautiful. That was great. I loved it. All right. So, yeah, now we have double the storage there. What fuel power is best of these? Fuel, liquid, biofuel, or turbo fuel? Don't say rocket fuel because I don't have that. I really like biofuel. So I have a setup right now. Okay, that I can switch back and forth between my hover pack and my jetpack. Right. I use liquid biofuel. All right, and definitely use summer sloops on your alien proteins and the process by I just make the biofuel with alien protein. And if you summer sloop each step of the process, you make an ungodly amount of solid biofuel, which is what you need for liquid biofuel, and like thousands and thousands off of only a handful of bug meat. So I would give that a try using those summer sloops. Yeah, the red fuel is super jerky, and you actually can't get as far. It's accelerative, but it doesn't really get you that far, right? Like I can get, just try them both, but I'd be willing to bet you're gonna like the liquid biofuel better. Yeah, and it's smoother, you know. But yeah, so here's our setup. We have copper going to be coming in here, and then we're making copper ingots, and then we have copper ingots coming in here along with aluminum ingots to make our all-clad aluminum sheets. Okay, now the rest of the copper ingots join this line, and along with the bauxite and the coal, and we head over here, and here is the part that always trips people up with aluminum, and it is the refeeding of the water. And so what I've done here is I've placed the destination of the water on the lowest point down here. That's these three, and then the source of the water on a higher point, and then on the other side of the water we want to be recycled, I will have piped in this water, and this is our extra water, and I'm going to make sure that we only have exactly enough water going into the system as these three refineries will eat. All right, and so we literally cannot back up. Okay, there will be no backflow, because this will always eat the water that gets fed into the top of this pipe. And so really there's two things we have to avoid. One is making sure that we never get more water into the system than we can handle. That's number one. And number two is solving backflow issues. Yeah, you have so much biofluid without summer sloops. Yeah. So that's the system there. And then over here, I kind of went a little crazy. I probably didn't need to do this. I probably could have just done the same thing I did over there. And because now we're going up a hill. And so what I did is I used, well, we'll have to power that. But I used a pump and basically kind of went up and then dropped it back in. One of my rules is always feed in liquid from a high point to a low point, and it really helps eliminate backflow. And so this is probably over engineered, but we were kind of talking about it, and I just wanted to show some of my thoughts on how I would do this on a larger scale. Yeah, is this necessary for this small amount? Probably not, but I just have a set of things that I do with liquids because I've been burned by them so much that to me it isn't worth it to mess around. I'm gonna go. Hope the stream does not die again. Keep up the good work, construction. Thank you for being here, Heath. Can you see how that looks with the display panels on the ends with the black and yellow warning lines, as it might look better? the display panels on the ends. Black and yellow warning lines. You've lost me. You've lost me, sir. I was gonna do some coloring of, maybe we could do. No, I'm not gonna mess with that. We got to get this factory going. We've messed around with the green enough. So let's do power. Oh no, I was walking through the factory. Sorry. So here's the refinery setup. But really, the big thing here is, you know, coal comes in. We do some magic. Water comes in, and then out come the scrap. Okay, scrap comes down and gets put through the set of smelters. Gets turned into the ingots. Like I said, half the ingots get used over there. The other half get used right here to make the aluminum casing. Here's the aluminum casing set up, and then both of them have an overflow. Did I set this? No, I did not. Okay, so both of these are set up with an overflow. All right. Okay, so let's do power. And let's handle power from the source. Maybe something a little bit like this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these walls that we just put in as sources of power for our machines. And we do need a switch. Let's do this. Priority power switch. Where are you? It's gonna be red forest aluminum. I know the way you want me to say it, and I won't. Red forest aluminum factory. And then let's place its priority. Like, it'd be pretty low on the priority list. I'd be fine with this shutting off most like pretty quickly. Oopsie. Oopsie. All right, so maybe I turned this on. I did. So where did I lose power? Here. Let's clean up the old stuff as well. Because as I lay this power... Oh yeah, let's get rid of him. We're not going to do that anymore. Actually, so ugly. So ugly! Still better. All right, these are nice and done. Let's kill that. Now what? We could do some shenanigans. Just ignore a whole letter. No, it's... What do you mean, ignore a whole letter? What letter am I ignoring, my friend? Tash bash. Aluminum. A-L-U-M-I-N-U-M. Aluminum. Look, it's here too. A-L-U-M-I-N-U-M. Aluminum. I don't see an I here. Do you see an I here? And I'm sorry, but this is not an American-made game, so you can't blame it on that. I don't see an I between the N and the U, do you? There's no I in aluminum. Well, actually there is, but there's only one I in aluminum. I don't make the rules. Sorry. You know, if it said aluminium, I might say that. But it doesn't. So I'm the correct one in this case. So I don't know what you want. You're the one that is trying to add letters. And you know, I mean, that's on you. This is on you. This is a really hard node to place. Let's see if we can get it. That's straight. Very close to straight. It's funny because no one in chat is with me. Well, yeah, because all the Americans are asleep. It's 4:20 on the West Coast. Well, it's 7:20 on the East Coast, so not all the Americans are asleep. We definitely had this argument before. And we're gonna have it again. We've had it before, we'll have it again. It's not an argument. I'm right. An argument an argument requires two sides. There's only one side. Okay? Oh no. Oh no. I was hoping I could see. Oh, I could delete this. Yeah, there we go. Hey Snowman, yes. You've been here since 3:30 a.m. CST away from Houston. Thank you for being here, Snowman. I knew there would be Americans, because a lot of us just can't sleep. Why do you think I'm here? Let's do it this way. So I have another thing for us to talk about that isn't aluminum versus aluminium, and it also isn't the metric system. I have a brand new one for us to talk about, and for the Americans to absolutely blow the Europeans and Australians' minds. But I'm gonna save it for tonight, Saturday night stream. So I'm not gonna spill the beans. We're gonna chat about it tonight. You know what I can do? I can change back this to standard. This. All right, so that one's done. I like it. Oh, you know, let's continue the underground work here. Real funny part is that historically no one is right or wrong. Well, here's what I say. The metal on the ship that took people to the moon was aluminum, not aluminium. Okay? We'll call it by whatever the name is of that people that went to the moon, the ship that went to the moon. Just call it. Just stop after a loom. Wait. Well, we can agree on alumin. Okay, Europeans and Americans can come together on alumin. In Europe, is it also aluminium? I think it is in Europe. I'm here with you, and you are right. Ron Fulner agrees. Desmond, I see that. And you live in Europe. Okay, I'm coming here just for tonight's argument. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Hey, well, I'm playing the game. Look, maybe the metal in real life is called aluminium. Maybe. I'm not gonna say that it is or isn't today. I can tell you this though, the metal in this game is aluminum. So, deal with it. Get wrecked. Yes. Tonight's argument about the differences in culture around the world is going to be a new one. We have not discussed it on this channel. And it's going to be a good one. And I think some people's minds will be genuinely blown. Right? We all know about the metric system, right? It's like, oh, it's fun to shit on the Americans because, oh, the metric system's so much better. Except it's not. In some cases, it's not better in every case. But anyway, I don't want to start that up again. There'll be plenty of time for that. No, we're going to talk about something else that is, I think, is really going to fry some people's nuggets. I'm Aussie, and I made a mod to rename the aluminum stuff because it was annoying me. Nice. And you see how I said it wrong. Okay, you got us on that point because the game's spelling. Right, because every game is American focused. Hey, yeah, you think Swedish Coffee Stain Studios was American focused? I don't think so. When is the imperial system better? Fahrenheit versus Celsius and measuring the weather. Celsius degrees are too big. You have to use a decimal on your Celsius degrees. We don't have to Fahrenheit. They're too big. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, Tash Bash. Yeah, I must see you on Twitter. That hot dog joke has been going around some of the circles on Twitter. It's pretty funny. Here's the thing. A lot of people think we've talked about this before, and I started it again. I started the Imperial versus metric talk again, but you know, I can't help myself. I'm a troll. I'm a troll at heart. The thing is that a lot of people that think that Americans are like, oh no, I built those all wrong. Damn it. It's supposed to go high. Like, don't know the metric system. We don't use it because we don't know it, and that's not true at all. We learn it. Okay, I use it when it's appropriate to use it, right? Or they're like, oh, science. I was like, well, we use it in science. Like, I use it, right? I use it in baking. Well, I use weight. I use metric weight in baking. I use imperial cups if we need a volume. But to be honest with you, most cooking is weight. Well, most baking is weight. You might need volume for some things, but probably not in baking. But we use it. We just don't use it for everything. And again, I'm rehashing stuff I've said before, but the fact is that our entire, like, there's so much in our country that is based on, like, miles, right? It would just be cost prohibitive to change over everything. Well, it freezes at 32 degrees and it boils at like 170, 160, something like that. It freezes at 32. I don't need to know when it boils. I do need to know when it freezes, right? Because I want to know if it's snowing or not. Again, better for weather. I agree with you. 0 degrees Celsius at 100 degrees Celsius, that's fine. If I'm in a chemistry, if I'm in a lab, I agree with you. If I'm in a lab, I am 100% using metric. But guess how often I'm in a lab? Okay. Not very often. But it's just like, I don't think you guys, I think, and by the way, and we don't need to change, right? That's the biggest thing. Why we've changed where we need to, right? We've already changed where we need to, and we haven't changed where we don't need to. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Where we need the metric system, we use it. Where we don't need it, we don't use it. And that's it. Done. So let me give you an example. Right? And who's gonna pay for it? And why? Right? It's just a measurement. Okay, kilometers. Nobody uses decameters. Okay, now I'll give you the meter, kilometer, that's fine. I have no problems with that. Okay, and the problem isn't that I think that kilometers, meters, miles, and feet are better or worse, but our entire system. So I'm a realtor. Okay, I don't know if you guys have realtors in other countries, but I help people buy and sell their houses. So it's not my main form of employment, but it is side money. The way that land is chopped up in the United States is off of the mile. It's why when you travel on a highway, that all the exits on the highway are exactly a mile apart, because the way they chopped the land up. Oh, I should have connected this over here. Oh, and it probably means I'm probably gonna have to do this. The way they chopped the land up was done off of an area measurement that had miles as the side, as the edge of the area measurement. Okay, and so then when they put in roads, okay, they put them between. Oh, hold on. Stupid OBS is screwed up again. I'm having a night. Can't wait for the arguments about which side of the road is best to drive on. You drive in the middle like a boss. The side of the road argument is pretty easily won. England's pretty much the only weirdos that drive on that side. So they lose. Anyway, the point is that all of the records. Oh, I have to start recording. There. All of the records, the property records in the United States are in miles. They're in feet, right? Think of all the records for every parcel chopped up in the United States, which is a lot bigger than a lot of you guys may think it is, except for you Australians. You guys get it. Okay. Who's going to transfer all that stuff over? Why do we don't need to do that. There's just no reason to, right? Now, if we were picking fresh, right? If we had if our entire system wasn't built on Imperial and we had to choose, well then, yeah, I have no problems choosing metric, but there's just no reason to use it when there's plenty of stuff, when we're already set, you know, except for science, which we already use it for. There's plenty of places that we have already begun using the metric system. All right, let me try to read a little chat. I was sort of on my soapbox and not reading. We've hooked up all power while I was talking massive amounts of shit, and so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to the copper, and we're going to run the copper to this factory, and then we're gonna do the water, and then we're basically done. We're not even basically done, we are done. Now that I got everybody all worked up about their favorite team. Most of the time, guys, let's be honest, you just like saying you should use the metric system over Imperial because it's fun to shit on Americans. Back-to-back world champs. Sorry. That's most of the reason that you say it. You know it. It doesn't affect your life, right? Whether I measure my hot dogs in feet or meters, it doesn't affect your life. You just like saying that we need to do it because you're just mad that you blew a 13 colony lead. I'm pulling out the spider. Pulling out the big guns here. You had a 13 colony lead, 13-0, and you blew it. So I don't know what to tell you. You know, maybe if you hadn't have done that, we'd be on the metric system too. World champs, World War, buddy. Back-to-back world champs, World War I, World War II. Too soon. 13 colony lead, too soon. Oh god, that's funny. It's fun to shit on you, to be fair. Wow. Trust me. Americans shit on Europeans just as much as Europeans and or actually Americans don't really shit on Australians too much. We like there's less of that gets pointed towards the down under. I don't know why. Can we all agree that yards are a pain in the ass? Yards are kind of lame. I'll give you that. All right. Making fun of Americans is always fun. Trust me. We feel the same. Let me stand here for a second. Let me actually catch up on chat instead of just like do you guys use decimal? Like, what do you mean decimal? Like after a period, right? Like a portion of a number, like a tenth? Is that what you mean by decimal, Desmond? But yes, we do. Imagine freezing point not being 0. It is 0. It's 0 in Celsius. But it's 32 degrees in Fahrenheit. It's still 0 in Celsius. I'm just trying to catch up here. Yeah, I read your thing. It's still Coffee Stain Studios. Metric is always better. Agree to disagree. I use inch and pounds. Yeah, well, England's weird because you use both too. Temperatures Kelvin, Fahrenheit and Celsius were some sort of method of dumbing down temperature. Well, right, because Kelvin's ridiculous. But then why not always use it? Well, I gave those reasons, Matthew, because there's just, we don't need to. We just don't need to. Yeah, you know, I get the logic. You guys don't have to explain it. I have a full I have basically a minor's degree in math and engineering and physics. I stopped and went to economics. I understand exactly how the metric system works. You're preaching to the choir there. I know exactly how it works, and it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying we don't have to always use it. World champs at what? Yeah. No, I told you, World War II, World War I, World War II, baby. Back-to-back world champs. We were helping. We cared before Pearl Harbor. We were helping. We drive on the left as it comes from horseback riding due to keeping your sword arm free. I mean, hey, that's a pretty badass reason, Andy. Shouldn't the baseline be 0 though? Why is the freezing point of water baseline? That doesn't have to be baseline. You say TV 55 inch, the rest is metrics. A cup is a recipient, not a precise tool of measurement. It's volume. Volume is as volume is. No, we like Australians. We like the EU as well, but they're mean to us. Well, we like some parts of the EU. Don't get crazy now, Jeebers. USA will switch to metric after it loses its global market dominance and manufacturers no longer want to make specific products for the US market. Maybe. But not today, baby. Not today. Okay, I'm all caught up. No, I agree. That sounds totally plausible. That's the real reason. Let me see if if I got this or not. I may not have. Ooh, but there's how long has that been there? Hey, buddy. I did get it. As soon as I saw that, I figured I must have gotten it. All right, we're trying to get to the copper, which I think is actually over there. You guys think that the Imperial versus Metric was heavy. You wait till tonight. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to open the argument. I don't want to preemptively open the argument. But it's a whopper. And it's such a whopper mostly because it's so unexpected. Like I said, everybody enjoys the shitting on of Metric versus Imperial, right? But this one I'm gonna bring up tonight will blow your minds. And by tonight I mean like when I stream again in like 18 hours or whatever. Schedule's on my Discord. Zero freeze 100 boil. NSTY, you're explaining Celsius as if I don't know that. Do you guys do you guys really think that I don't know it? Because that's crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. like I do understand that a kilometer is 1,000 meters. I get what Celsius, like, we learned it in grade school. Okay, I understand exactly what it is. You don't have to make the pitch, my friend. But we're still not changing. Because we don't have to. I get it. What I mean, you can keep typing out how Imperial works if it makes you feel better. I won't stop you. All right, how much do we need out of this? 176. Let's just be a pain in the ass. You guys want to do 176? Yeah, let's do it exactly. You will fall in line eventually? Probably. I mean, we know that. It's just, until then. You know, we wouldn't be Americans if we didn't, do the massive amounts of shit talking. American exceptionalism. America. All right, so I will use that trick. I will use the infinite trick here when I need to, but I don't need to there. Oh, we got to do Mark 3, right? Yeah, we need Mark 3. All right. Measurements, not geography. You'll fall in line eventually. Yeah. It'll be a sad day the day you fall in line. Well, how will we show an American sin? Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way. I have every trust. Oh, I think we can infinite this one. Let's go ahead and infinite this one up. Okay. So what I want to do is build a wall. We're gonna go up, up, up. Oh no. Oh no. Too far into the wall. Well, I could do it back here. Freedom is measured in feet and miles. Oh, hey, I need one of those. Will you die, please? I would really appreciate it if you guys just died. All right, reload for the next fight, and give me that baby. Well, like I said, it's used often, right? So, that's the other thing. I think that it's kind of a meme that, you know, oh, Americans don't use, like, oh, they're so stupid. But, like, we use the metric system all the time. A lot more than I think you might think. All right, so anybody that doesn't know what I just did, if you can place the bottom of a lift in the exact spot that is directly under a floor hole, then you can infinitely build it, like all the way up there, okay? But in order to get it exact, you have to build a wall to line up your foundations perfectly. Okay, so that's all I did there. And it's really nice when you need to build a lift that is higher than the distance a lift would normally allow you to go. And body weight is stones, which nobody else uses. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if anybody is the ones that are really weird, it's the British, the English, right? They've got stones and they drive on the wrong side of the road. I mean, honestly, the rest of Europe and Australia, you know, we should team up against the English, if anything. They're the weird ones. Yeah, where the heck is my factory? My factory is down there, so southwest. I do have something new for us to argue about that isn't the one I'm saving for tonight. What do you guys think about just absolutely dismissing, getting rid of time zones? Because I think we should have one time for the entire world. It is what it is. Like, it doesn't, why does it matter that we all wake up like at 6 a.m.? Right? It doesn't matter. It should just be whatever time, right? When we can use UTC, that's fine. I think we should just get rid of time zones. Everybody's on UTC. There's no way this is gonna work. We don't need time zones. If we're gonna go into space, we certainly don't need time zones. Time zones are an Earth construct. Wow, I have a lot of crap on me. Bro, give me those nuts. I need... Oh my god. Oh my god. What is hitting me? Oh, those were the leftover bugs. We got our goodies, and there is one of these over here. Can use both systems of measures, nice to think, but really don't work because of the sun. Let's see. So I missed something on chat. Sorry, I was fighting for my life. You can snap a berry to the center of the miner output. Oh yeah, I could do that if I cared. Yeah, that's true. And I maybe will care in the future, but not today. Plumbing and gas use inches around the world. Go buy a garden hose in Germany, 1/2, 3/4, 1 inch options. Imperial comes from the British and was exported around the world due to the British Empire. Yeah, let's just blame the British. It's fine. You think the body would freak out more traveling? I don't think so. He's a flat earther. No, I'm not a flat earther. It doesn't matter. I just, you know, it's again, it's, you know, time zones are an Earth construct. You know, if Mr. Musk has his way, then, you know, maybe we won't be on the Earth solely for very much longer, and we're gonna have to use UTC anyway. So I say just cut to the chase and get rid of time zones. Your body is your body, right? It's already screwed up. Where the hell's my factory? Oh, it's over there. Let's go around this tree. I wanted to grab these nuts though. Yeah, I say we get rid of it. We don't need it. It's old. And I tell you what we certainly don't need. We certainly don't need daylight savings. Damn you, Benjamin Franklin. Well, that's a little funky, but I just don't even care right now. It's totally fine. Okay, so copper's in. Let's put in these so that all the manifolding can start. But we don't have any water. Okay, so let us get some water, and then with the water pipe, I will try to run it off of a foundation. And then what I want to do is set this up so that, here, let's do this. Let's change our water back to, oh, okay, it is on, our pipes are set to water. I want to make a little break in the water so that we can build this when we're ready. Actually, let's do this over. Yeah, we don't need time zones. Time zones are for squares. Like, when I say I have to, when I stream, we all have to do a bunch of stupid conversion math, right? So that you guys can figure out what time I'm talking about. That's pretty silly. Like, don't you think that's silly? I think that's silly. We don't need it anymore. Where's this water at? Ooh, we're almost there. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Let's go get our friend the water pipe. Strangely, did you know that a woman's body is more in tune to Mars' time than Earth's? I don't know. I feel like that's a song in middle school with inappropriate lyrics about, where girls and boys come from and different planets. Crap. This has to be a Mark II all the way down. That's okay. Quick to upgrade. One, two. It's funny, I actually, when I first heard, no, we just need to mark one. The idea of getting rid of time zones, I was like, oh, you can't do that. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh shit, that's a really good idea. Yeah, no, we just need to mark one. I don't want to forget about this. Let's pop in some more biofuel. We need power though. I forgot about power. We still need this actually. Oh, hey, somebody was saying, was that you, Andy? Talking about how I snap extractors? We're gonna put it to the test. I mean, I actually believe you. I'm sure it's gonna work. So how many extractors do we need before we get too into this? 120, and we need 192, so two. So two extractors. Let's not get too crazy up in here. All right, so we're gonna try snapping them. Let's just do one on each side. Yep, very nice. Works very well. I'm holding control and it's snapped to the... It's not going to work here though, because I'm too close to the show. Too close to the show for show. I will say though, it doesn't snap left this direction. It's sliding. So you, if you want perfect snapping, you can still do my my method that I was showing earlier. Boom, boom. All right, we need a metric butt ton of power. Well, we just need some power. All right, I have to sit up in my chair. Let me read some chat. Well, how's my time? We really should be finishing this up soon. Time zones can make sense on a globe. Daylight savings time can kick rocks. Yeah. Just use your local time zone and UTC. Well, I mean, I can make that argument about metric and Celsius, metric and imperial. Just use them both. If you're too lazy to convert, that's on you. See where I'm going here with this? Hey, let's go, Brandon. Yeah, I'm still going. I want a tail, like like a usable one. Just use your... I think time zones was set up for trains, probably. Time zones were set for sea travel, largely thanks to a self-taught clockmaker called John Harrison. I learned so much on this streaming on this channel. The 28-day cycle with a woman. Yeah, that makes sense. A single one overclocked to 192. Power. I mean, you know, I'm really low on power on this save. I definitely did not make a lot of power already. I don't know, man. I probably could have. It's more of a habit more than anything. And if I can save some power shards, I will. Made, yeah, from 1200 oil. I know you're taking your time, but I cannot recommend Mark 6 belts, converters, and endgame phase strong enough. Will change your entire perspective on the game 100%. Yeah, Snowman, I mean, we're gonna start on the city pretty quick. That argument doesn't work with time zones, as a conversion is super basic. Plus, yeah, not when you throw in daylight saving time, Mordred. Not when you throw in daylight savings time. It's not that simple. Not that simple at all. And it does require you to know where you are and where you are in UTC, especially if you're changing. Yeah, the unlimited power shards I agree with. Does gravity affect the speed of light? What are you guys talking about on Twitch? There are places with plus 45-minute time zones. There are. Yeah, time zones are silly. We don't need them. I have spoken. All right, let's do our underclocking here. What did we want again? 192. So what's 192 divided by 2? We'll do 96 and 96, baby. All right, we'll run power back right along side of our PAP. I don't think they serve a purpose, is my point. Like, I don't know, we don't need it to be the same time for us, relatively speaking. Not anymore. I mean, I don't think we ever did. All right. How about here? Then we'll play our game that we enjoy, that I enjoy playing. Called Hide the Wire. Look at all this beautiful manifolding. And then where did I hide the wire? I hid the wire right here. All right, now we have to check head lift. You're darks, don't worry, it's fine. We playing Tetris again? I was hiding wires. I was definitely hiding wires. So let's check our head lift situation. Yeah, but the time zone difference changes. What ramifications? No, it would make travel easier. It would make travel way easier. And we, by the way, every mechanic in the United States and probably most of the world has to bounce between metric and Imperial. It's not that big of a deal. Everybody has 2 sets of tools. Do you think that's fully... I wonder if that's fully... Even if it is, it probably isn't on the up. So I'm gonna build another pump. I bet you that's not fully head lifted. It would make it easier to travel. Way easier. A universal language? I'm fine with that, but I mean, you know what it's gonna be. 100 UTC is good, but it's not for people who can't really do mental maths. And the world is full of people who can't do mental math. Well, it's not even that. It changes. It's not hard. And you would have to, everybody would have to get on the same page, right? Like when I say my time, I would have to say it, I would have to do math in UTC to get to UTC, and then you have to do math to get to UTC from wherever you are. So we're both doing math. Let's just not do the math. Mordred, you it's not as simple as that. Every 6 months, my difference between UTC and changes. I just get used to it, and they freaking change it again. But I agree that that's more of a symptom of daylight savings than anything else. Okay, so let's put aside that talk for a second, and let's see if our factory works, because I just clicked it. We are up and running. Do we have the head lift to get over the humpy? The hump to hump. We may not. Oh, here it comes. No, no, no. No. My idea is a good one. You must all agree. There are no time zones in space. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hook this up. Probably doesn't even need it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. In space, no one can hear you, time zone. I think that pump is unnecessary, as proven by the fact I think it's working. And I just now connected the pump. But still. Foundations. Oh yeah, it's full, baby. And there goes the scrap. I want to see what this factory looks like at night. I definitely could have gone with the brighter green. God, I kind of want to do that now. Not that much brighter. Okay, I lied. It's much brighter. Is that too bright? I'm gonna do it. And we can talk a little bit more crap about Imperial versus Metric. How's my time? I got a little bit of time. So I want to get some brighter green in here. What's the problem here? What happened? Did I break something? Did I forget to overclock the bauxite? Bauxite stopped flowing. Oh, well, that's why. Okay. That may mess up our water, but we'll be all right. Let's I do want to change this. I want the brighter. It was hard to see the green. I don't put that much work in and then not see it, you know? I want to make sure I'm not accidentally changing the the smelter recipe. There we go. So that may mess up our water, but it should be okay. Alright, you'll get your aluminum ingots soon. Still doing the lighting. Oh, I've activated it. I just broke something really quickly. It's on. It was working and on. I'm just changing the lighting to a brighter version. The lighting's done. I'm fiddling. I'm fiddling. But we just turned it on like 5 minutes ago. And then I decided it wasn't bright enough green. Uh-oh. I knew I was gonna do that. I think I hit them all. All right, so yeah, we were doing good, and then I broke the power supply to the bauxite, and it threw us all off. And I just fixed that. So it's gonna take a second here, but we'll get we'll get back up and running, I think. Yeah, so we don't have too much water backed up in here. That's good. Plenty of bauxite. Let's we need to do a check and make sure that I don't have a wrong belt somewhere or something like that, you know? 480 bauxite per minute. Here, let me show you guys the plan. I've already had a couple questions. So 480 bauxite per minute. And then I set the all-cloud aluminum sheets at the speed at which a single dimensional depot is uploading. So no matter what, we can always upload at a maximum, even if we're out, which we'll have way more than we need, because who uses 240 per minute of all-cloud aluminum sheets over even a short period of time, much less a long period of time. And this is mostly for building. This is mainly for our build gun, and if we need anything else, you know, if we need all-cloud aluminum sheets somewhere, and you know, we build some drones, maybe, like, I don't know. I'm open to the idea. But yeah, I'm not stressed about I didn't want to make less, right? Then, like, it's basically, it's like the same time to make a factory, whether we do 480 or 240. Like, you still have to build all these machines. Sure, you have to build 5 instead of 10, but I mean, is it really that much more time? Not really. Anyway, I think this little factory is pretty cool. You know, and I still consider this a small factory for sure. So lots of manifolding still. Yeah, you're starting to fill up. That's fine. You know, you're gonna take a while to manifold. But we're in no rush. Oh no. Oh no. So this is the kind of thing we're looking for. This should be a Mark II. And this should be a Mark III. So, yeah. Yeah, that's why we're having some problemos over here. Our aluminum casing weren't getting their copper sheets. I don't like that. Oh, maybe it's okay. This is only running at 30%. This is not getting its alumina solution. You're at 69%. 70, 60, 0%. Are you idle, my friend? Because I didn't hook you up. I'm a terrible factory builder. Alright, that'll help. Yeah, that was it. That was my mistake right there. That needed to be a Mark II. Now we're flowing. That was it. You like the first green more? Well, now we don't need lights. The whole factory glows now. All right, now we're cruising. Should be getting a lot more aluminum scrap out of here. It is very green. You think wet concrete is a perfectly valid option? Of course it is. Of course it's a valid option. It absolutely is a valid option. But I do like the elegance of using the water that you're making. You know? Look at this. None of the water's backing up at all. It's gone the second that it gets created. Ooh, you're idle too. Why are you idle? Oh, you just got your alumina solution. Perhaps. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with alumina scrap. Oh my god, look at all those babies go. Get loaded. Get loaded into my dimensional depot. Oh, all clad aluminum sheets are already full. I hear you, Chris. I didn't have to fiddle with this. It went right in. I see your first question, Chris. What is your opinion on using byproduct of water for concrete instead of putting it back in the system? I mean, look, if you need concrete, sure. But if you don't, I mean, I don't know. I'm using it perfectly fine here, and this is never gonna be a problem. Okay, it's if somebody like you, Chris, have already figured out their solution for this problem, then you're good. Like, you already have the solution, right? But there are a lot of people that, you know, I don't know, that want to do it this way. And so this is how you do it this way, or this is one way of doing it this way, really. Right? And there's really two things you have to avoid, right? And I've talked about this earlier in the VOD, but you know, it's good to keep it going here. Is that because there's new people all the time. There's really two things to avoid, right? One, do not put more into this pipe than you need. Okay? Don't put more in here than you need, because then you won't back up. And that's why we put in exactly the amount over the extractors that we need in this pipe to make up for that plus the water that we need. So that's number one. Don't put more water in the pipe than you're going to be using, and put the exact amount in. And number two, sorry, gotta fix something. And number two, make sure that it can't slosh. Right, it can't backflow. And in this case, the usage of the water is lower than the production of the water. And pipes fill up bottom to top. So these are going to fill up first before these fill up. And these can't fill up because you're not putting in more than these three eat. Right? So that this can't fill up. This pipe cannot fill up. Right? Now it's filled up. Do you know why it's filled up? Because that was broken for so long. Right? And so there's a backlog of extra water in the system. But it doesn't really matter because the flow is the flow. Right? This can't hit more than the flow's not going to stop because it's backed up. Right? Like these are empty. These are not backing up. They have a place to go. As soon as it gets created, it has a place to go because these pipes aren't full, right? They're full, but they're not. They're full, but they're not a max flow rate. Does that make sense? If they were packed full, then this water would have no place to go, and there would be 50 water in here, but there's not. So it's flowing out here. It's going into the not full pipe, and then it's flowing down. Yeah, I mean, I definitely. Yeah, there's definitely a need for concrete, for sure. And there's the new steel recipe, absolutely. Your computer's your space heater? Me too. Makes sense to feed back used water. Pipe is properly pressurized. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, exactly. But it's not. Full is not the right word. It's not at its maximum. It's not backed up. It's full, but it's not backed up. Right? I shouldn't have said it doesn't fill. It fills. It doesn't back up. But yeah. No, we're good. All this works really well. And then again, I kind of, for shits and giggles, did this little thing. One of my rules is always feed from a higher starting point into a lower one. That's why we fed from there to there. And so I wanted to do that here. Instead of just coming up, I wanted to feed from a higher point to a lower point. And then I figured, why not put a pump in here, even though I know that these have 10-meter lift. I just kind of wanted to make sure that it got pushed the direction I wanted it to go, you know? So again, kind of playing games over here, but really I wanted to showcase my best practices for liquid. And again, are they over, you know, safe? Maybe. But, it worked for me. Yeah, this is good. It's really good. Having fun. Belts. This still hasn't fully manifolded. Right, it's getting there. It's only got 3 machines to go. Right, it's manifolded out 5 or 6. Yeah. So what's next, guys? No, man. Chris, ask away, man. My stream, my VODs, my live streams, my edited episodes, everything, especially up to this point, has been focused on helping newer players. You know, and I am going to start to slowly shift away from that and into more like big cosmetics, big builds, which is what I was going to actually talk about next. But yeah, man, I ask away. I have no problems answering. But yeah, we're we're good here. This is a done deal. We're already backing up down here, and we're not gonna lack for these. How'd you get the glow? Is that from a sign under the catwalks? Yes. Yeah. So this is a little setup that I kind of came up with in my last playthrough that I used a lot. Yeah, these are signs under the catwalks, and then a wall here. Otherwise, if you don't build a wall, it shows the gap, right? But that's the glow. I like these in my factories a lot. And we just picked green because it kind of goes with the pink forest, you know? But you could do whatever. Fluids are not intuitive. They just really aren't intuitive at all. Okay, guys, so this marks a really big turning point in the game for me this playthrough. We're in. Let me show you. I made this spreadsheet here back before we started 1.0, and we're done with this. Speaking of green, phase 2 is done. Starter. So phase 1 only lasted for about 10 hours. No foundations, kind of spaghetti. I was working on just teaching the very basics. And then for the next 90 hours or so, let's see where we're at in the game. The server manager, manage session. No, it's save. Right. Well, I was 100 hours. Yeah, I'm at 100. I'm at 100 hours and 22 minutes, you guys. And by the way, I would have hit it exactly if my ISP didn't quit today and I had to restart the stream. I lost 22 minutes there easily. So I hit this 100 hours almost bang on. Now, I did think we were going to go up maybe to radio control units, but I'm not really concerned about drones. And to be honest with you, hey, you know what? While we chat, let me finish this. We're going to open it. We're going to unlock some milestones before we leave for the day. But you know, we're here, phase 3. Now we're going to switch to the theme. All right. The theme that I did in my last playthrough was Star Wars Mega Factories, and you can check out videos on that on my channel. This time we're going to do Cyberpunk City. So we're going to make buildings, tall buildings. Those are going to be our factories, you know, and, you know, we'll make them unique, lots of neon. Yeah, we'll make them sick. We'll do drones flying around. We'll do trucks on the streets. I might make a truck highway. We'll do subways, trains underneath everything. The city is going to be kind of up in the sky. I actually plan on making it above the red forest. So the underside of the city is going to be much higher above us. And we'll start that tonight because I'm streaming again in 15 hours. Is that right? Yeah, 3 plus 12. I'm streaming again in 15 hours from now. Okay. So, and we're gonna start kind of laying out our city plan. We have everything that we need over here. Okay. So let's get out of here and let's unlock a few, maybe 1 or 2 milestones. And then we'll probably call it a night. So any questions you guys have, now's a good time. Yeah, it's full, but it's not. Yeah, it's not backed up. It's full, but it's not backed up. What biome? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did answer that. It's going to be up above everything. So think like Coruscant on Star Wars. The city is up above the planet. That's what I'm going to go for. It's not part of the planet. The fluid mechanics, you know, you can, you know, like I said, I live by a set of rules, and that really helps. Computers, plastic, and our 2 new friends. Three, 4, 5. And computers. 200. 1, 2, 3, 4. Casing. 2 casing and 1 aluminum sheet. See? I did it just for you guys.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
That's going to be next. So, what are they in? Manufacturers? Radio control units. I'm going to want a stash of radio control units. Yay, we have blender! Oh, yeah. Well, we don't have a lot of computers because we haven't actually automated computers. But we can make a little stash of radio control units so that we can build some drones. But yeah. Why does the nitrogen gas have a strange ring around it when scanning? Is it finite? No, it's not finite. I don't know why it has a ring around it. But it's definitely not finite. Drones are easy now. No more batteries needed. Yep. Exactly. Can you switch between creator mode and normal mode in the same save? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Thank you so much for that aluminum sheet. Crimson, which aluminum sheet? The ring indicates the number of... Bean? The ring indicates the number of pressure wells you can extract from. Interesting. I got a new member. Did somebody join as a member and I didn't see it and give you a thank you? Where did that happen? Scrolling up in chat and I do not see it. I didn't get a notification. Thank you, new member. On YouTube, thank you. Oh, let's do one last little thing before. Which one's this one? That's the wood. All this wood goes in there. We chopped down a lot of trees over there. All right. Well, I'm gonna head back over and I'm gonna grab a thumbnail. But I always raid. So we're done. Let me save. Cyberpunk theme VOD 11 complete. So we're done. YouTube on the way out. Again, I'm going to be streaming in about 15 hours. And we are going to start on the laying out the city, trying to make a plan. I have no idea how it's going to go. I'm going to do it all live. Okay? So I have no idea. Right? So we're going to be doing that tonight. So YouTube, a like on the VOD on the way out would be great if you could do that. Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to raid right now. Also, guys, on my Discord, if you guys, yeah, the pipe setup I made worked great. I forgot to, I had a Mark 1 instead of a Mark 2, and I missed a hookup, but as soon as I fixed those two things, it worked great. It wasn't a design issue, I screwed up on the thing. And tonight, by the way, 24 more followers, and I am at 1,000 followers on Twitch, which is going to be awesome. So who are we gonna raid? I really appreciate you guys being with me, and I know I had my ISP went out, so that's why this is part 2 of the VOD of the live stream. So thanks for being with me and finding me again, and we're gonna find somebody to raid right now. Somebody playing Satisfactory. There's another follow. Thank you for the final follows. I appreciate it as we say good night here. All right, who's streaming Satisfactory today? I want somebody with a decent amount of viewers. Make sure that they have some quality and speak English. Looks like I have the most Satisfactory viewers. Oh no, there's a German guy that has more than me right now, which does make sense. I have the highest amount of viewers for English speakers. Thank you again for the follow, Scrat. Now I only need 12. 22 tonight. There's another German. There's another German. Here, let's filter for English. Uh, 3427. I definitely have all of the English speaking viewers. Okay, let's check this channel. Let's make sure that the mic is good and that that's an interesting stream. I think you guys might either really like it or really hate it. Let's check this other one. Yeah, that one's... Okay, we're doing this one. I always raid. Here we go. It's gonna be fun. I think we're blowing her mind. We just rated with 119. All right, so I'm gonna shut down the stream, YouTube. Thanks again for finding the second VOD. Really appreciate it. And we're out of here.